the members of Root Beer Floats have parted ways, leaving them in search of new job titles. They have decided to hold a press conference to discuss their new career paths. The catch? They do not know their career choice, as it has been decided by the other members. The game? Figure out their new profession through questioning.
What's up, everybody? Alright, we can start taking questions now.
All right, Mr. Michael Michaels, we just have a few questions about your new career path you're going down. How do you feel that this is going to impact the community?
I don't know. Like, I haven't really talked to the community necessarily, but I feel like the community will be behind me on this one. Like, I think that this is going to be beneficial for many people, not just myself, you know, and my family and my friends. Like, I think this is going to definitely positively impact the community, definitely. Next question.
Yeah, this is Sam from the Rocky Post, and so you're an artist now. How far do you think this can take you in life?
I mean, it's not necessarily about like how far it's going to take me. Like, this isn't to, how should I say, advance me, you know? Like, this isn't like a career move or anything like that. You know, this is something that I'm very, very passionate about. Obviously, like, I am an artist. Like, I enjoy what I do thoroughly. Like, and I think it's time that I, you know, make it my life, like make it my job, you know. Like, it's not going to be as much of a job as it is a passion, but, you know, like, it's easier if I'm getting paid to do what I do. Next question.
Flanders from Fish Tank Weekly. How comfortable are you with having Kim Basinger as your mom?
I mean, that's kind of a strange question if you think about it. Like, obviously I'm going to be cool with that. She's my mother and I love her. Like, we don't get along all the time. But, you know, she's my mom. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I only got one, you know.
Obviously, from your prior job, you're pretty comfortable in front of a mic, unscripted. How do you feel about going a little bit freestyle?
I mean, I feel like I'm one of the best in the world. Like, definitely one
Makes
of the whitest.
sense. Yeah.
That's for sure. Next question.
This is Terry from Shitstain University.
That's really unfortunate. What's up, Terry? Go ahead.
And yeah, so are you originally from the 313, or where are you from? We're trying to find on the profile, and I don't know if I wasn't ready or what's going on here.
I'll never stop claiming Detroit as my home, you know, but I like to think that I'm an alien of some kind. Like, I don't think I'm of this planet.
How often do you lose yourself?
Every time I do one of these press conferences.
So, Mr. Michael, what are you?
You have any idea what you are?
What is
Jesus
your career
Christ.
path?
Really? Eminem?
No, you're not technically
You're close.
Eminem.
You're close. You're close.
Okay, so just a great rapper? Like,
No.
No, you.
You're on the same path. Just put the two together. You're not
You
Eminem, but
you
you're
idolize him, so you are a.
I'm a rap god?
No.
Oh my
You're
god.
Eminem, but
An
You're an actual
impersonator. An Eminem
An
impersonator.
impersonator? My god. There was no question in there that made me think that I was anything but Eminem. Like, who decided
into
Kim
those.
Basinger was your mom?
We went way too
Yeah,
early
that
with
was like-
man.
that was
We
so
can't stop
specific.
those.
Those are so many movies because my mom or my
I know,
my
but
stepmom was an
Listen to the
alien.
questions
Okay.
that were.
And that's
Let's-
why I
yeah.
thought I was Eminem, by the way.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Right
Because
from the
that was
get-go.
him in the movie
Yeah.
about him. So
Thank
I was
you.
like, well,
Well, I was gonna
Eminem.
say how the
Like,
I almost wanted to ask, hey, what's the farthest you jogged? Like 8 miles? Next person.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Michael.
man, I don't want to come down. This is a lot of fun.
We're not just interviewing you, Michael.
Dude,
Everybody needs camera time.
give me another one.
You want another
Shane.
one? All right.
Hey, guess what?
No.
We knows
We
goes
did
this.
noses. before this interview starts, I'd just like to point out that this decision to change was completely mine and has nothing to do with the breakup with Shane.
Okay, well, I'm actually just going to jump all over this because that's incredibly pertinent to what I'm about to ask you. So you do have experience in this field then? Like you're familiar with this?
You know, before I started Root Beer Floats, it is something that I dabbled in a little bit, but at first it didn't seem like a really good career choice. But now, this part of my life, it definitely seems like it makes sense.
Well, I'm just going to jump in also with a follow-up question, real quick. So you have personal experience then, like you're very familiar with these issues on a personal level, like you've actually been there, done that. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Definitely. More than once.
Timmy from the Tall Grass community.
Yeah, you were at the last press conference.
Yep, I sure was. Okay. Yeah, so are your parents proud of your career choice?
You know, Dad was a little iffy at first, but Mom's been on board the whole time.
Okay, do your parents have any experience in this? Like from, did you get from your parents or did you learn it in college or like, where did you really get, the good foundation of this experience?
Honestly, I'm learning every day. It's a daily experience, to be completely honest. I mean, you never perfect it, but you're constantly learning until I decide to go a different way.
Okay, and one more follow-up question: Is it tough in the community? Do people look at you differently?
It is. Most of the people that I associate with are pretty cool with it. I've never got a lot of backlash or anything.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, this is George from Good Housekeeping.
Nice to meet you.
How often do you join the parades?
Well, they come around at least once a year, but they hold them all over the country. And so if I'm doing a tour or something across states, and somebody calls me up, I get my agent on the line and he'll point one out. I'll go ahead and join.
Another follow-up question is, how do you feel against God's discrimination against these acts?
I have never really been real religious, which is why, honestly, I just feel like I want to do what makes me happy. And I'll just let it fly. I'll whip it out wherever it feels natural.
Amazing. Excuse me, this is Benicio from Fabulous Quarterly. So why such a specific brand of therapy? Why so specific? Like, why not maybe a broader take? Helping as many people as possible.
Because I feel like that's where my expertise is. To be exact, and like if I try to branch out into other ones, maybe I won't be able to fulfill my job title as well,
I don't mean to be anal about this, but was one of your top clients Sigmund and Freud or Roy?
Yes, until the mauling, and then he was a little more sensitive, but I still get right in there. Anytime he calls, I'm there, and I don't have a problem lending a hand when available.
Dustin.
So, your job title, will you tell us what your job title is, please?
I'm gonna guess that I'm like gay anal masseuse. Am I close?
You're close.
Let me ask more question.
Okay, what happens with...
What do you got?
Would you say that your relationships in the past allow you to assist your clients? Do you say you draw any of your experience or advice from your past relationships for your clients?
And to add to that, do you think Root Beer Floats helped you in this matter?
Motherfucker.
Hence the jerk circle.
You're helping people in relationships. You're a real nice guy.
I'm a professional male masturbator. I don't know. Obviously, I'm gay. Obviously,
if you're
I'm
helping
gay.
people, what are you?
You're helping people in relationships.
What are you?
Oh, I'm a therapist.
Yes,
Good.
very
What kind
close.
of therapist?
Yeah.
though? You're a very specific.
You were close
kind.
to the
Homosexual therapist?
Yes.
Sort of, yeah. Gay marriage counselor.
A gay marriage counselor. God damn you guys.
But wait, what's gay though? Is the marriage gay or is Dusty?
Yeah, that's what I'm a gay marriage counselor, or I'm a gay marriage
No,
counselor.
Dusty,
There's
you
just
were
to
gonna
clarify.
laugh so hard when you go back. Like, oh, I'll lend a hand. I'll just get right up in it.
Just-
Yeah. Oh God,
Just to clarify,
my mom's
marriage
so
is
into
gay.
it.
you clearly made yourself gay with your ambiguous answers.
shit.
But
Shit.
the marriage was supposed
As
to
soon as I
marriage is
caught
gay.
on to the gay stuff, I figured it was like, oh, it's always jokes that Dustin's
Yeah.
gay.
That was my.
Somebody else get over
All right,
here.
Sam, you want to go?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'll enjoy my new profession as a gay marriage counselor, not a gay
Somebody give me some
marriage
headphones.
counselor.
Fuck.
Yeah, just beforehand on this interview, I just want to make sure that everybody knows I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yep.
All right, this is Jim Bob from Field and Stream.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I myself have experience with this sort of thing, and I want to know, for somebody your age, how do you relate? How do you
Well-
relate?
Well, I mean, I don't think age is a factor in this career. And, I pick up things pretty easily. So, and relating is, in my genes, I guess. I've done it for a while.
Yeah, you spoke about the genes. Do you ever notice beforehand who needs help and who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on every situation. I feel like for most jobs, just not in this career, but for any job out there,
Yeah.
just depends on the situation. You assess the situation and you decide from there.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like this job might be too big for you though?
No, not too big. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming, but it has its ups and downs. But for the most part, I love it and it's fun.
All right.
Frank here from the Boston Globe
what's
Online
up?
UK.
Hey.
So, you mentioned assessment. Maybe give us just a general run through of how you make those determinations with your assessment. That sounds like a talent. That sounds like I'm definitely not capable of something of that nature.
Yeah, so, it's hard to explain the assessment because you go to every situation and it's different. But once you get into the situation, you decide what's important, decide what's not important, and, you just take your steps from there.
Different shapes, different sizes.
Yeah, depends, for the most part, I'm not trying to avoid the question, I should say, but whoever needs the most help,
You're doing just
I'll help
fine.
them first. Yeah, go ahead.
Smiling Bob here from Hard Daily. What do you think that the wives are thinking? Do they appreciate the work you're doing for their husbands?
Yeah, I think they appreciate it. They don't have. There's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
They don't have all the time. They like to be there all the time, but just sometimes they can't. So I just got to lend a hand. I got to help out.
This is Chet here from Aviation Magazine. So
Wait a minute. Aviation?
Aviation.
Don't think I've ever heard of you. Go ahead though.
You've never heard of me or aviation?
You. You knew?
Yes, I'm very new.
Okay.
So, this is kind of an off the beaten path question. I want to know if the term windsock ever comes up at these gatherings.
Wind sock? Is that what I heard right?
Windsock.
Wind sock.
Wind sock.
Okay. Not as often as you would predict.
Is it an offensive term? Is that what you mean?
It's not offensive. It's like it's frowned upon.
Oh.
Like masturbating on an airplane, you know, touching older people. You know, it's just frowned upon. But frowned upon is what I like.
Yeah, oh,
So.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead over there.
Tim Johnson from Elderly Die Weekly.
All right.
Do you feel Viagra is gonna be able to sue you in this situation that's going on, or do you think that you're gonna be the spokesman?
You know what? Actually, little peeper, Viagra came to me, and
So you'd be the spokesman.
not really the spokesman because I don't have the voice for it, I don't have the face for it, you know. But I'm definitely, you know, behind the scenes.
So the
for
number
brand
one
of
user.
Viagra. I wouldn't say the number one user. I would say, you know, I like to buy the product, you know, not for me. You know, so.
Well, okay, I'm gonna jump in here. This is Frank from Boners We Hope Quarterly.
Hey.
I mean, it seems to me that you and Viagra have conflicting views. If anything, you'd be taking away, which makes me wonder: are your speeches? Well, I mean, I don't want to swear necessarily, but bullshit. Are they bullshit? Are you collaborating with Viagra? Because I mean, it seems to me that you have opposing views.
You know what? We actually came together pretty good. You know, it was hard at first.
I think it'd be more like it's hard at last.
You know,
Yeah.
it was a lot of tough times.
So do you have trouble in your speaking to these gentlemen when you have a so-called limp room?
Do I have trouble speaking to them?
Yeah, when you look out and you see a limp room.
No, I don't have problems. You know, I care about my work. I'm very passionate about it. And like I said, I'll lend a hand whenever. I'll help out whenever.
Do you deal with many hard men who've gone soft in the pants? Like, are these guys hardcore and they just can't seem to get it up any longer? I mean, are these guys, have they lost all their masculinity, or is it still intact? Are there fights ever? Like, do the fights break out at these talks?
You know, fights don't really break out because their testosterone levels are down. But yeah. So you know, I help people with erectile dysfunction.
Bam! Oh, yeah!
You got it, dude.
So what's the job?
You were a motivational speaker for men with erectile dysfunction.
That's why we kept saying like speeches, talks,
Yeah,
that was
gatherings,
good,
like-
dude. He got it
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Solid.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome all you guys to the conference. Try to answer as honestly as I can. So let's go ahead.
All right. Well, this is Chet Faker, the artist. Not really sure why I'm here. Honestly, I'm on a large amount of acid, and I want to figure out what the hell is going on. So I'm gonna ask you this question. You know, as parallel as I am right now, this seems like something that's so far off the beaten path. How is it exactly that you're going to convince us that you're capable of carrying out the tasks necessary to call yourself what you've become?
The task that I want to be able to call myself. Well, if you've never seen anything that's like previous of that stuff, I mean, seriously, come on now. Like, I think I proved myself worthy. So, you know, if you doubt me, then I'm gonna say, we'll find out.
Right here.
You, sir, in the blue dress.
Paul Blart from Mall Monthly here. We were just wondering, is it the outfits that do it for you, or is it something more?
Well, I'm gonna give my honest response. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Why not? Next question.
Yeah. This is Jim
Jim.
from No Gender magazine. And Have you always had a passion for hunting? You know, it's a new career choice. You're hunting probably 24/7, trying to strike it. So, like, we're just wondering.
Ever since I was like a 3-year-old.
3-year-old. So, 3-year-old, you've hunted since you were 3?
Yeah, with my parents. Yes.
All right, all right. So your parents did this previous. Sorry.
Yes, they did.
Okay, okay.
So you've hunted game of this variety before?
In more ways than one. Yes, I have. Name, please.
This is Samantha from Jameson Magazine. I was just wondering, how will you be able to succeed where nobody else has in catching your prey?
Well, the law kind of bends the rules for me, so I'm guessing I'm one of a kind.
Are you talking about the laws of nature? Because it just doesn't seem possible.
And what you say is impossible, I say possible.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, next question.
Ooh, over here.
Yes, the woman with the short hair and the red hair and the headband.
Hey, this is Avery from New News, and so Sam, one of the members from Wiploc Dusty, you were drawn to him from his hair. Do you think he can help you out? Do you think he, has any special skills or has any tips for you?
From what I know, he has a lot of experience, but the fact that the odds are against him in this effort. Next question. Yes, the guy with the green pen.
You notice my green pin. I was just wondering, do you consider yourself a lucky man? And if so, do you think you will ever be able to find the end of your mission? Finding the end.
Well, with the right help, I do believe so. It depends on the friends and family that will support me throughout this. Yes, I think I will find the end.
Gary from YellowMMsOnly.com. So, what I want to know is, do you have some sort of issue with this Irish folklore, or is it more for your financial benefit? I mean, do you think you're doing a service? Do you think the world needs to be rid of these individuals? Or is it more of a focus on your financial gain?
That's a very good question. I have to say, for my financial gain, of course. For the public, screw 'em. Hello.
No affiliation with any sort of media broadcast. I'm just here because I love what we're talking about. Do they have, their own shops, their own inspirations when it comes to like fashion statements, or do they all wear, like a similar outfit?
For the most part, we wear something that resembles the 4-leaf clover. But, it differs from sexuality to the, not sexuality, but to the sexes. So, some people have the 4-leaf, some people have the 3-leaf, depends on the size.
So you're saying they're male and female of this specimen, male and female. You're hunting both males and females, because I was under the impression that they were males. I've never seen a female depicted anywhere.
And I've never seen one ever.
I have.
How unlucky for you two. I'm sorry.
How do you capture them? Do you kill them, or do you torture them, or how exactly do you get what you need?
Oh,
and do you have contracts, or are you self-employed?
Am I self-employed? Was that the last question?
Yeah, or do you have a contract from someone else, or are you self-employed, or I'm just trying to get a better understanding of this career and exactly how you capture him and where do you proceed when you actually find one.
Well, it depends on the bounty, because usually half the time when you catch them, you can hear them running through the grass with their testicles touching the grass and tickling them.
Boom! What are you, Shane?
Apparently, I'm a fucking bounty hunter for leprechauns.
You got it!
Let's go!
Yes!
Just do it!
That was fucking good.
Yeah!
He fucking got it.
No further questions, thank you, and good night! Alright! I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of
Press conference! New jobs edition.
There will definitely be more. We had too much fun with this. We're definitely gonna be bringing this back. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Once Shane goes and catches himself a few leprechauns, we'll be back. So,
as always,
I'll bring Viagra.